Hello. What is good? So I'm gonna adjust my mic. Sorry, not my mic, but my light real quick. Anyways, what's up? Uh, Trying not to have shadows. What is good? What is good? What's good? We got the hairstyle going crazy. You know what I mean? We got the hairstyle going crazy. Anyways, what is up? What is up? I wanted to make a message real quick because it's regarding birthdays. So it happens to be mine, and which by the time of me uploading this, it should be the day of that I upload this, right? Unless it's the day after. Either way, the 27th of November is mine. But here's the thing, right? I want to talk about something. This will be hopefully a rather quick one, but I want to talk about something that's interesting. Now, traditionally, people on these type of days usually like to celebrate them in like big ways and do this big stuff, and I guess I never really understood that, because every day, right? Every day that I'm alive is a gift from God. It's just that simple. It's just every day that I'm alive is already a gift. Every month, week, that I know I went down, it didn't go up when I said that, but maybe we'll start again. Every week, month, every year, decade, all of them. It's a gift. But I go more to the small scale, right? I'd rather celebrate the small scale, which is celebrate each day. Now, do you celebrate in every way that everyone else celebrates? No, I don't celebrate by. I don't celebrate every day by drinking and getting partying it up. No, no, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. But I will celebrate. By the way, I look like I just came out of prison. Literally, I look like I just came out of prison. That's crazy. I look like Sajima in Yakuza 4, and I think he in Yakuza 5 too. As well. Whatever. Yakuza from the Like a Dragon series. Sorry, not Yakuza. Did I say Yakuza from the Like a Dragon? I must be on one. Maybe I had something to drink or something. Saejima. Saejima. Saegima. Either way, search him up. Saejima from Yakuza 4 is the first one he's in, I think. Either way, he's a character in this game series. Just explain it for everyone who doesn't know, because Yakuza 4 is not really a game a lot of people have played. It's actually kind of low-key, you know what I mean? But he's someone who, by the way, spoilers if you ever actually care. I'm not going to give too many spoilers, but technically it's a spoiler if you actually care about the game. But basically, he is someone who's in the Yakuza, criminal organization based in Japan, and he goes in for like 20, I think it's 20 years in Japan for killing like a bunch of people. And he comes out like this. But here's the spoiler. I'll give you the spoiler. Just saying, just in case. Just in case you don't want the spoiler, go ahead, don't listen. All right, I already warned you. So basically, when he comes out, he's looking like this. I believe he looks like this. He has like his hair cut off or something like that. And he comes out, and apparently he didn't actually do it. He didn't kill those boys, but he had to go in there for a long period of time. You know what I mean? And that was interesting. Imagine you going for something that you didn't even do. You got to stay there for the whole time. Now, he thought he did it, though, so I could see that, but he didn't. He didn't do that. Basically, he went out and he went in, he came out, and his hair looked like these. So I look like him. Why am I explaining his whole story, though? I don't know. I just felt like saying that. I guess me just talking off top. It is an interesting topic, though, I guess, about you going in for something you didn't do, like how that really feels, right? Going in for 20 years for something you didn't do. Kind of crazy. There's two other characters in that series. Kiryu went in. He went in there for 10 years. Or I think maybe went in. I think he went for 13 years because in one of the games he went in for 3 years extra. And then I believe it was 18 years for Ichiban. He also went in there for Kasuga Ichiban. He went in there for 18 years. Now those two actually kind of did stuff, I believe. I don't remember Ichiban very well. I'd have to go back to that game. I don't believe he did anything that crazy though. He didn't kill a man. I mean, I think he definitely got shafted as well in that one, if I remember. So a lot of the time, these characters don't be serving more time than they really need to. I mean, they're missing their whole lives. They come out and it's just a new world, and that's how the game starts. It's like, oh, I come out. Literally, that's how it is. Like, at the beginning, they go into prison for a little bit. They come out, and it's a new world now. It's been a bunch of years. And it's like they do that every time. It's crazy. They go do that with their next character too. Now, I mean, they do that every time. Either way, it's a crazy thing because you go in there, you come out, you're a new person. You know, maybe stuff has changed. Maybe not a new person, but stuff has changed, especially in 20 years. You come out and you're like, this is a whole new world. I don't know. I couldn't imagine it. I know there's a lot of people who've gone through that. But going in for 20 years, you come out, like, that's a whole, like, that's like a whole, like you've lived most of your life in there. Like, you are old now. You're an old man. Yeah, I'm getting close to the camera because it hurts to. What am I talking about? Anyways, so basically, what I want to talk about was birthdays. I don't know why I talk about that. Okay, birthdays, right? People spend, time setting up for them and getting them ready. And I don't even knock anyone for celebrating it all that they want. Do what you want to do. That's not what we're talking about here, of what other people want to do, like celebrating. That's irrelevant to me. What matters is how I like to treat it. Because I don't like to treat it as something and I think it's an interesting thing to talk about, because I think it's something that if some people want to, it can actually help them to not always try to treat it like some big event. Same thing with any, like, holiday, for that matter. I don't treat them as some, like, big event. I mostly treat just every day as not like a big event, but like a small, like, casual, like, okay, well, this is good, it's good that I'm here, type of thing. I'm still living. You wake up and you're like, I'm still alive. And if you wake up every day and you're still alive, you still got a purpose. You still got something to do, right? Because you never know. You could die any other day. But if you're still awake and you're still alive today, you have something to do. You know what I mean? And people get into all this thing of like, well, if I have something to do, I better hurry up. No. That doesn't mean hurry up. It's not about what you accomplish. I'm just saying you got something to do. I'm not saying you have to accomplish everything right now. I'm not saying YOLO. I'm not saying YOLO, you gotta do right now. No. The concept of YOLO does not exist in my faith. Hey, I mean, now, technically there is only, you could say, oh yeah, well it does, because there is only one life. But YOLO usually comes with the expectation of permanent death, which believers in Christ do not have. So I don't think YOLO really applies, to be honest. That's not really a thing that I would use in like my normal vocabulary. Because it just doesn't make sense. So, either way, I think that birthdays are pretty cool. But I don't think there's something that's, like, big. You know what I mean? Especially when it's, how do I say it? Certain people, not everyone has this, like, or experiences this. But there are certain people who basically, like, they will have this time. And others who don't even, it's just like people who don't talk too much might come out of the woodworks and say, hey, what's up, blah, 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 and just like talk to you and like say what's good. That's what I've heard is a lot of people's experience. And I can see how that can be annoying. I understand that. But honestly, I think the biggest takeaway here is to really just not even treat it as that seriously. Just like do what I do. Treat it like any other day. Sometimes the day before or the day after, or even like some other days like around it, are way more impactful, like days for like certain things. Maybe there's a certain thing that happened in a different day nearby that was way more impactful, or something else. It's not like the most exciting day for me, and I don't think it needs to be. I kind of like it being a more normal, like, okay, now you're this age, right? Now you're this age. I think it's okay for it to just be a normal, you're this age type of thing. Okay, you're just this age now, cool. It's not some crazy, it's not some, thing you gotta like put some meaning, like crazy meaning into. It's like, you're just still living here. I mean, that's pretty cool in itself. You don't really need to make it some big thing, And I've heard a lot of people, especially as they got older, and they're working and doing a bunch of stuff. They're just thinking like, and they're just busy. Maybe they have a bunch of stuff outside of work. Maybe, I mean, outside the tradition. Them cars, bro. Do they know how to not do that? Like, fix your engine. Anyways, they don't know how to. I mean, they experience. I'm not talking about just like doing stuff. I'm talking about, the stuff that's, and not just like work. That's just simple. That's just being too simple. Everyone wants to act like that's the only thing people do. Now, technically, that is what a lot of people do most of the time. But I'm talking about like everything else. When they get home, what do they do? I mean, that type of stuff. What they do in their minds when they're out and about or wherever they are, whatever they're doing. You know, it's more. There's more to it. And whenever they're doing these things, sometimes they like to rest. They want to be able to rest, and sometimes their birthdays is that time. Maybe they get to take a day off that day, because some places allow you to do that. Maybe they get to just chill that day. Maybe they get to have their family give them, a little bit of love that day when they weren't giving it to them previously. I know it's not like that amazing. It's definitely not great that would be the only day that they do so. But either way, I think it's an idea to, for a lot of people, maybe they would appreciate that, right? So I can see that perspective. Either way, I think it is important to not get all up in arms about, when you're a kid, you're thinking like, oh, they're not treating my birthday seriously. It's like 7-year-old. It's literally just in the same day as yesterday, except you happen to be born on this day like years ago. Also, it's not the exact amount of days, if I'm not wrong, right? Not the exact amount of days because the days change. No, it is the exact amount of days because it's the same years, but not the same exact thing. Like the day you were born, let's say you were born on like a holiday even. Like I was born on this holiday. Okay, but now you're not. Either way, that's really irrelevant. Anyways, point is, I think that, when you're older, you end up being like, sometimes some people end up being like me. They'd be like, actually, I think a lot of people do. Like, all I want to do is chill and just do my thing. Enjoy the day, no big celebrations or anything. It's like, we chilling, bro. But there are a lot that you want to put effort into it, and that's fine. Do what you want to do. Or I just think it's a opportunity. It's more than just the opportunity to be celebrating you. And that's the biggest reason I don't want to celebrate me. Like, a lot of people want to celebrate themselves on this type of day. I rather take this time to celebrate. You don't hear it. I rather take this time to celebrate life itself. Celebrate life. Celebrate the life that God gave us, or you in this particular example. If we're talking about you, celebrating that life. I think that's pretty much what you should be celebrating. That's it. Saying thanks to God for that, and then that's what you should be celebrating. I think there doesn't need to be some like crazy stuff for that. You don't have to do like fleshly things like partying and all that, but just acknowledging in the spirit, just acknowledging that, being happy about that. I'd say that's enough. That way, even if you were in a prison cell and it was your birthday, you'd still be able to do that, right? It's a good perspective to come to, to not have to have everything that you want, right? Don't have to have all this different stuff. If you have stuff that you want, cool. Cool. Appreciate it. But you don't got to. I mean, you good. You good with all that material stuff you want. You're good without it. You know what I mean? You are good without it. I'd like to have stuff like, I like to imagine if you're on an island by yourself, or if you're in a cave by yourself, or if you're stuck on the moon by yourself, or if you're in a prison cell by yourself. And I like to imagine all the things that you think, feel, and do. If all of them were done alone, how'd you feel? The things you want to do, like for me, videos, right? If I was on an island, right? And I was doing maybe not videos in particular. For me, it's more acting. But if I was doing that alone on an island or in a prison cell, no one cares. But that's the thing. Would you still be able to do it? Just for the love of doing it, And I thought to myself, yeah, I would. You know why? Because I've done it before. Maybe not in that exact context, but I've literally done little acting skits or little stuff like that to myself. Just casually. I just felt like it. Like I would literally do that to myself. Just the people who sing in the shower. Are you gonna sing for other people? Maybe you don't. Maybe you just sing to yourself. Maybe you just play your instruments like a guitar, a piano, the clarinet. Like you play that to yourself. You don't even plan on playing that to anyone else, and that's fine. Or maybe you do, but it just doesn't work out. But you're still willing to play it. That's it. Like that goes for a bunch of other things. That would include, I guess, in this sense, a birthday. Now, that wouldn't be the main thing here, but for this exact example, not the most important one, but it's a way to tie it in. It's like, okay, well, If it was my birthday, even on this type of day, it's like, okay, cool. Same with any other celebrations. Like, okay, I don't need all the physical celebrations to celebrate this, right? So that's what I have to say. We'll make this one a little bit short. That's kind of all that I have to say, kind of. But I will leave you with one last message. Just give thanks. It's around Thanksgiving time right now, and it's still in those vibes. We got the vibes of that around Christmas time. Just use this time instead of being worrying about, no one gifted me this or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's mostly kids who do that. Who's like, oh, they didn't gift me that. It's mostly kids, but I guess maybe there's some adults like that. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Go buy it, bro. But you know what I mean. But that might be more between couples most of the time. Honey, you didn't get me a car. Why? I thought you were going to like crazy. But just be more grateful for what you got. We already have. Some I've been practicing as well. I think it's pretty good to do. It makes you just feel better and happier and everything. Like, just be grateful for what you have. You know what I mean? Just be grateful. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like going out and about and trying to prove everything to people. Like, I'm trying to prove everything to people that I'm this and I'm that. You gotta, people please and all that. Just be grateful. You know what I mean? You don't have to feel, guilty about certain things. Like, guilt can be a good use of getting you to understand what you did wrong, but don't let it eat you. Just be grateful. Be grateful that you notice what you did wrong. Be grateful for that. Gratefulness can replace a lot of these bad emotions that you have. They can help you get through a lot of things too. Just being grateful for things. It gets rid of jealousy, envy, because you're grateful for what you have. You're not wanting what other people have. Like I said, guilt helps you to, be grateful for the fact that you even have guilt. Grateful for the fact that you understand what you did wrong so that you can change for the better. Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple as that. Sorry. So yeah, just to take that into consideration. Be more grateful, especially around this time of year. Got the Thanksgivings, the Christmas. If you got Chuseok, I think that already happened. Didn't Chuseok already happen? Maybe. I don't know. What am I talking about? But I don't even celebrate Chuseok. What am I talking about? I mean, maybe I will one of these years just because I feel like it. But I have no reason to. I'm American. I don't relate to Chuseok. I mean, I don't relate to it. I'm not gonna celebrate. I don't relate to it. Anyway, but yeah, whatever. This time of year, hey, just be grateful. That's what you gotta do. Be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you can possibly be grateful for. There's a bunch of things, like that dog barking outside. I sure am grateful for that dog barking outside. He does it every time, especially when I stream or make videos. Yeah, he sure does. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this off. W. I have nothing else to say. See ya.